Hey guys, in today's video we'll be looking at GREEDENT together. I'm going to go over his gameplay a bit and explain you guys a few things and a way of I found how to be very annoying on GREEDENT in general as well. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would very appreciate it. Let's start with his 8 items. I'm playing Body Barrier, Score Sheet and Attack Weight currently. Attack Weight because he has very high scaling on his Beige ability, which is his main damage ability, has a 220% attack damage scaling, which means Attack Weight adds quite nice damage to it, but you don't have to go it. You can also just go Focus Spend if you really want to. So we start the game off with Tackle. Tackle is just a straight up dash that does damage, nothing else. And then his passive is very interesting. It drops these berries, and every time he picks up a berries, he stores them. So you see that yellow bar on that. And when I use Tackle, it resets when I use it, it consumes all the charges and it reduces the cooldown of your damage ability, which currently is Tackle, which be laid down a different ability. Defensive Kill is just the shield, and he drops a berry as well. Very straightforward ability. So every berry you pick up will reduce the cooldown of your ability if you use it by 1 second. And yeah, so we look for a lot of tackles early game, try to pick up the berries, store them up, and look for double tackles. Here for some reason didn't the APOM, so right now I'm just looking for attack weight farming. Already got 1 stack in. Another one, so tackles, your kinda last hit ability is not that good of a last hit, but if your opponents don't really have last hitting either, it's okay. So you can see I'm just trying to be so annoying. Like my tackle cooldown is very low, trying to pick around my berries. I even just dive them. The only problem is I don't have focus spend, so I have to be a bit careful. I had to eject button, it was a bit too much. But we keep dropping those berries, they give nice sustain as well. Also, everyone in the entire game can pick them up, even opponents can pick up your berries, so try to watch out for that. So yeah, you don't want to give your opponents too many berries, right? And it's also, it's good for him. So when you have like 4 stacks, like every stack you have of that yellow bar uses the cooldown of the ability by 1 second. Now we have Stub Cheeks, it gives him move speed, it drops berries in front of him. And yeah, right now I'm walking to their jungle, so what I want to do is I play him kinda like CrisHeroes 2.0. I want to be very annoying. I just checked their jungle to see if their buffs are up. They were not, so just resetting the time on the map so I know when they're up. Steal one of these guys away. So it kind of works like CrisHeroes. I'm very annoying. The only thing is that I have over CrisHeroes is that I actually have sustain, which CrisHeroes doesn't have, right? Like I get healing out of all these berries I pick up. So I just spam them, run around. I get 2 tackles as well, which means I have crazy mobility, as you can see. I'm looking for another attack weight score. And right now I see on the map that the buffs are up, so I just stuff Cheeks, run into his jungle. I have very lucky timing here, but get the last hit and just start auto-attacking him. And like he has no chance. I don't think there's any way I can die, since I get so much move speed, I get double tackles. I kind of eject button probably a bit too early there, I probably didn't have to do that. And now like he has no chance. My goal is just to make my opponent's life as miserable as possible. And yeah, pick up all my berries all the time. So I already killed him. Now we have Beige, it's just this cone damage in front of you that happens after a while. And it does crazy damage. Actually, it just does a lot of damage. And now we have 3 people like chasing me here. He thinks he can actually like do something in the jungle against me. And yeah, blinks away. I barely didn't get him. Again, they just barely made it out twice. Their night hit is still level 3, hasn't even evolved yet. And now my goal is just to be as annoying as possible. AK, that's like how you play CrisHeroes. I just don't care. Like there's nothing they can probably do against me as long as my stuff cheeks are up. And 1v1ing me is also pretty difficult since I'm kinda tanky and Beige actually does a lot of damage if someone tries to fight me. Their buffs are up again now, but now I'm just like try to secure Dreadnought. My team is luckily doing it. Dreadnought got nerfed, but it's still very good to take. Also, Score Sheet is very nice. Like, so the way the berries work, they're here, right? But if you're full HP, they give you a shield. So now I see their buffs up again. Just straight up run back into their jungle. It takes only 3 Beiges to get an entire jungle camp. Yeah, it actually kind of jukes me, but I still get it. I even chunks their aura to half HP. And yeah, like they just can't touch me. I see this buff is up. I take it. Run this guy down again. This time he actually dies. Blink after him, just to make him feel even worse. So, yeah, this character is if you get a small lead, it's quite painful to play against. So as well, like if you have 5 berries picked up, your Beige has a 0% cooldown, it instantly resets it. And now we just look also for these back caps, and there you can see you get a shield. If you're full HP, your berries give a shield, which also makes Score Sheet much better and like a very good item on him. This guy is very angry now, but like 1 Beige has half of his HP, another one almost kills him, and then he's dead. And we just straight up run back to their goal, try to score it, see we can't. And so you just want to be annoying. You just want to be perma-annoying, perma-pushing, and just not care about anything. The only problem is, the problems I face is when in laning phase the enemies have like very hard or very good last hitting that I just get XP starved, but most of the time it doesn't happen that much. So all you need is level 5 and level 7 for your two abilities. Level 5 is the most important one. Stuffed Cheeks is a crazy good power spike. It gives him so much sustain as well. You can also bait into Blink, which is harder to react to and can reach opponents. And what I like doing is just like standing in these brushes and making people face check. It's yeah, just hoping they face check into you. You get 2 bages and 9 hits is dead. I mean, we have a huge level lead since we farmed so much of their jungle as well. Now his ultimate's interesting, he jumps like on this thing. And now I have 0 cooldowns on my abilities. I can just spam Bage after Bage, you can see the cooldown doesn't exist. Bage, I throw out my berries. Let's just kill all of them. It's such an insane ultimate. So it just makes your Bage have 0 cooldown for quite a while actually as well. It's not just a short duration. I've seen people like, you can pretty much solo Zapdos with this ability or with this ultimate. Very fast actually as well. Since every Bage-like game does between 1.5 and 2000 damage. And again, we see their jungle's up. We already took their tier 2 turret. Another round into their jungle. So every game I also have like huge scores, so it literally feels like I'm playing Crustle, but it actually feels better than Crustle. Due to having sustain, like I never have to base, because my berries just give me so much sustain. Every game I end on like 100,000 or 80,000 recovery. Look for another cheeky score. I mean, the Rotom is almost here, but they pretty much can't leave their base. And take everything. So the only thing like I have to be worried about is that I don't get too cocky and just throw the game, late game, by dying randomly in their base. That's the only thing you have to watch out for. Besides that, very hard to catch. Here another double Bage, another kill. And bam, another Bage kill. Then you have to use ultimate. Already has 1.9k damage just on the crab. So because this Bage has so much damage, you can also actually just actively farm. Which is always important as a split pusher, right? Is the ability to be able to take enemy camps away. Otherwise, I mean, there's no point in split pushing if you can't farm points, right? And can't take away the experience. Scoring in the base, they already, like, I think already crushed their Mantis so hard that they have already kind of given up. It's just, yeah, poor Gengar. Got his jungle taken permanently. And, this has so much damage. I'm already level 14 as like a defender. I wasn't even, like, I don't think I did my own camps this entire game. All I did was be on their side. So this is how you like auto snowball leads much, by just knowing your limits a lot. And now I've actually made them surrender. Pretty brutal game. Pretty brutal game. So this is the potential I feel like this character can have as well. There's also the other ability, which is called Covet, which is also pretty fine. It's much better in teamfights, so I feel like there's like 2 playstyles you can probably go, like more like a teamfight Greedent, where this is kind of split pushy Greedent, and I think both builds are pretty good. I've been enjoying this more since I just, yeah, again, just having fun, being annoying. And here's the damage as well, without even like much team fighting, just me being alone. Did 83,000 damage. Only 50,000 recovery, but it's because I didn't take much damage. Normally, like, I have 100k damage taken, and so it's you always have top stats in damage taking and recovery, and yeah, the character's probably a bit overtuned. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and maybe leave a comment. Bye!